Germs. I'm eating this popcorn. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Stanley Director Show Special Edition. Today we're going to see Captain Marvel Chapter 7, The Human Target. Ready when you are, Cecil B. DeMille. Also Chapter 8, Boomerang, after 7. Stick around. Go ahead.
To me. Say, how did you...
Fisher is dead, and the lens is gone.
It was the Scorpion. That's the second lens he stolen. What are we going to do to stop him?
Nothing right now. You must tell Malcolm and the others to take some drastic action to protect the rest of the lenses. Come on.
Okay. And when Captain Marvel got there, Fisher was dead.
We certainly need Captain Marvel's help more than ever now.
Oddly enough, he always seems to know when and where the Scorpion will strike next. That's how he saved my lens.
Where did he get his information?
How did you know that Fisher was in danger?
Why, what Billy told me.
Batson? How did he know?
Why, when he heard about the message that the Scorpion broadcast to your meeting,
How did he learn that?
Well, I guess Betty must have told him.
Our meetings must be held in strict confidence. Our lives depend upon it. And Miss Wallace should be made to understand this.
You're right, Talchatali. I shall warn Betty not to repeat a thing she hears at these meetings.
We'd have had Bentley's lens, too, if it hadn't been for Captain Marvel.
I believe I found a way to take care of him. At the meeting today, I learned that Betty Wallace has been talking too much. It was her information that brought Captain Marvel to Fisher's. We can use her to lure him into a trap.
What kind of a trap would ever hold him?
I have in mind a destructive force that no living being could withstand. Phone Miss Wallace and tell her that...
Certainly. I'll bring them right down. broadcasting studio wants Billy's notes for his next program.
I thought Billy was going to pick them up himself.
He must have changed his plans.
You want me to go with you?
No, Mr. Malcolm wants you to stay here.
Now I gotta play nursemaid to a telephone all afternoon.
Take it easy. You've got a date with the Scorpion, lady. Get in.
Hi, Whitey. Where's Betty? Well, the studio phoned and asked her to bring your notes. Didn't you know about it?
No, I just came over to get them myself.
Well, say, you don't suppose that was a phony message, do you?
I don't know, but I'm gonna follow her. You stay here. I'll call you later.
That was a smart trick.
Come on, we'll have to find those keys. You come along, too, and help. Catch her!
Shazam!
Where's Miss Wallace?
I don't know.
I said, where's Miss Wallace?
She ran into the woods that way. Look along the edge of the lake. I'll try down here.
You'll be safe enough now.
I'm sure I will, thanks to you. But how did you happen to get here at such an opportune time?
Billy Batson thought you might have been led into a trap.
Billy Batson? Does he know how to get in touch with you?
Yes. I keep my radio receiver tuned to a 16 wavelength. A broadcast on that wave will always reach me.
Thanks. I feel much safer now.
Shazam!
Move over, sister. I'll do the driving now. And Billy Batson also knows the wavelength that will contact Captain Marvel.
Very interesting. Now you'll have to get Batson and take him along with the girl to the shack on the bombing range.
Right. Do we come back here and call Captain Marvel?
No, he might be suspicious unless the girl calls. Install a broadcasting set in the shack. She can operate it.
But suppose she doesn't call him.
I think she will. Bring her in. There's no need to be frightened, Miss Wallace. Yet. That is, if I have your cooperation,
You'll never have my help.
perhaps you'd better listen first. You can save yourself and your friend Batson a lot of trouble.
Are you hit?
It's nothing. With this action, you forfeit your life. Go ahead with our plans. Pick Batson up at his office and get both of them out to the shack at once.
Right.
Move on.
Here he comes.
Barnett. Barnett. This is the Scorpion. The plane is taken off and will drop the demolition bombs on the shack in a few minutes. Leave the shack immediately.
Come on, that plane will be over in no time.
Billy, I'm going to call Captain Marvel. He can get us out of here. Calling Captain Marvel. Calling Captain Marvel. It's Betty Wallace speaking. Billy and I are tied up in a shack on the bombing range. Please help us. Captain Marvel! Captain Marvel! I can hear the plane coming. Captain Marvel! Captain Marvel! Captain Marvel! Captain Marvel!
Hey, how was that, ladies and gentlemen, huh? Well, stick around because now we're going to have Chapter 8, and that's called Boomerang. And you know, by the way, Captain Marvel's flying suit on the long shots, actually they used a dummy on little wires. Chapter 8 coming up. Let it go, Mr. DeMille.
Barnett. Barnett. This is the Scorpion. The plane is taken off and will drop the demolition bombs on the shack in a few minutes. Leave the shack immediately.
Come on, that plane will be over in no time.
Billy, I'm going to call Captain Marvel. He can get us out of here. Captain Marvel! Captain Marvel! I can hear the plane coming. Captain Marvel! Captain Marvel!
Shazam!
Shazam!
Betty, Betty, you all right? I got loose just in time. This is dangerous business, Betty. For your own good, you better give up your job.
Oh, I can't quit now, Billy. I've got a real clue to the Scorpion.
How's that?
When they took me to the Scorpion, I shot at him, and I injured his hand, the right one.
Well, if the Scorpion's one of the scientists, we'll spot him at the meeting tomorrow. Come on, we got a lot of hiking to do.
And Captain Marvel got the girl out.
I'll remove Captain Marvel in due time.
Yeah, but how?
When I complete this atom smasher, I'll have a weapon that not even he can withstand. But I must have those other lenses. And Billy Batson continually interferes. We meet today, and Batson will be there. I count on you to take care of him.
I've got one trick that never misses. But how about your hand? Won't that give you away?
Don't worry, Barnett. I've taken care of that.
Everybody here?
Yes, they're all here.
You got the paper ready?
Here it is.
This ought to do the trick.
I hope so.
Morning, gentlemen.
Hello.
Here's a statement from the museum. It guarantees the authenticity of the specimens we brought back from Siam. They want each of us to sign it.
The usual formality.
Billy, you wanted the telephone.
Oh, thank you. Pardon me? Nice timing, Betty.
Well, who is it?
It's Dr. Lang.
Dr. Lang. That's hard to believe. What are you going to do now?
Search his house. If he is the Scorpion, then the Golden Scorpion and the lenses ought to be there.
But Dr. Lang keeps a guard on the gate day and night.
Is that Lang's hat and coat?
Yes, why?
If I wear these and take his car, I'll bet I can get by those guards.
Dr. Langley wants to leave soon.
Tell him I had to take his car and keep him here as long as you can.
Who's that?
Must be Lang. It's his car. Come on, let's go.
How do you want it set?
So she'll blow when the speedometer hits 50.
Oh, Dr. Lang, are you leaving so soon?
Yes, I have some very important work to attend to.
I'm terribly sorry, but your car isn't here. Billy had to borrow it.
What do you mean?
Well, Whitey was supposed to pick him up, but he didn't get here in time.
Yeah, I kind of got tied up, but I'll be glad to take you any place you want to go, Dr. Lang.
Never mind. I'll call a cab.
No, it's no trouble at all.
All right, then. But I must get to my home immediately.
It's a pleasure.
Very well, come on.
You ready?
All set.
Let's get out of here.
Hello, Dr. Lang.
Hello. Why, it's Billy Batson.
We've got to stop him.
off your hands and keep them high. Search him.
What do we do with him?
Leave him there. Come on.
Go a little faster. I'm in a hurry.
I don't like to drive over 50 miles an hour, Dr. Lang.
Then let me drive.
I'll step it up a bit.
Oh, you caught me with the cookie jar. You know, they had great cars in them days. You guys are going to have to stick around and watch the end of Chapter 8 sometime in the future, because this is 12 serious chapters of a great serial. I want to say thanks a lot. Hope to see you.